Hi, my name is John, and I'm a patient of Dr. Turner's and have been for a lot of years. I'm both a yoga student and I do some yoga instruction as well. And recently I was dealing with some back issues, and even though I do yoga fairly regularly, Dr. Turner suggested that I might need to do a little bit more to make my back get stronger. And I found some exercises and kind of adjusted them for myself, and I'm just going to go through those with you. It only takes about 10 minutes to do all this, and for me it's been great. I do them about 3 or 4 times a week in addition to the 2 days that I do my yoga. So here goes. Starting just sitting back on your heels, and you do an inhale, come up, just to get your arms going. And then, as I do these exercises, I'm going to do them one at a time, but I will tell you how many breaths that I do when I do these. So the first one is to take your right arm down, bring your left arm up and over for a side stretch. And I do 8 of those 8 breaths, and then I come back up and I just go to the other side, and I do 8 more breaths this way, and then coming back, I bring my hands behind my back, interlacing my fingers, come up on my knees, and start lowering my head down towards the mat. And I bring my arms up overhead, and I do that for 8 breaths. And then I come to what's called tabletop. And my shoulders are right over my wrists, my hips are right over my knees. And I'm going to do something called cats and cows. So cow first, and you drop your belly and inhale looking forward. And then on an exhale, you just bend at the waist, bringing your chin in, just like a cat for cat. So I do 8 of those. The next thing I do is I bring my left hand to the middle and I bring my right arm up. This is called side angle, and I do this for 4 breaths. And then after those 4 breaths, I bring my arm down through, bring my shoulder and my head to the right or the left. And I do that for 8 breaths and come back. And then I just do the other side, so bring that left arm up, 4 breaths, come through, 8 breaths, I come back up to tabletop, and now I'm going to do something that's a little bit of an arm work, but it also works the back. So I'm going to bring my elbows, I'm going to sit like this and bring my elbows in, coming down, I come up, this is called cobra, and back to what's called child's pose. So I do 8 of these, like that. And then when I'm through those 8, I sit back into what's called child's pose, trying to get your rear on your heels and your forehead down to the mat. Now if you can't do that, you can always stack your fists like this, but the idea is to round your back. So the next thing I do is called pigeon. And if you have bad knees, you really shouldn't be doing this one. But basically, I'm in tabletop, and I bring my right knee to my right elbow, and I cross it over and send my left leg back, and then I come down onto my elbows. And again, depending on how far you go, don't push yourself and listen to your body. And then come down and take 8 breaths like that, and then I come back to tabletop, and then I just shake it out, and then I do the next leg and come down like this, and this is a great stretch on the lower back. And then I come back up, and then shake out this leg, and then just tucking my toes and coming back. This is called downward facing dog, but all I'm going to do is walk my hands back. And I'm going to bring my arms out to the side, and this is called reverse swan dive. And I come up like this, and then with my feet hip width apart, what I'm now going to do is a forward forward. So I bring my arms up to swan dive, and I come down to the mat, and then I grab opposite elbow, and I let my head drop. And the further, of course, you can drop, the better. Don't worry about whether your knees are bent. You don't need to have straight legs to do this. But you can feel it in your back, and sometimes you can sway, maybe even shake your head. And I do this for 8 breaths, and then I'm done. I come back up like this very slowly. Takes about 10 minutes, and it really works.